Hello YouTube friends, I hope you're doing well. The focus of today is blues playing, and not just blues playing but percussive elements of blues playing, which I find to be really important and really cool. A lot of you have been commenting on my blues style videos lately, which is fantastic, and that's why I'm doing this lesson for you all. Hope you enjoy it. Let me quickly play something for you and then talk you through the idea of it. And maybe with the camera you might want to just take a look at the fact that I'm going to be striking the guitar quite regularly. I'm going to play a note and then strike the body of the guitar. Cool, so pretty basic. First thing to notice, I'm tapping my foot. I said it's basically compulsory to tap your foot. You might be at home sitting on your computer, you might be in some kind of practice room or garage. I don't know where you are, but tap your foot. Even the only time you're allowed to not tap your foot is if you've tapped your foot for so many years that you have such a strong internal rhythm that foot tapping has become tattooed on your brain and your soul from constantly doing it. So if you've done it for years, you've kind of got a foot tapping inside you all the time maybe, so please tap your foot. And I mean, it sounds cool anyway. A lot of blues is accompanied just by a foot tap. Like, it's actually cool. Just tap your foot. What I was doing was improvising within the A minor pentatonic scale. I was striking all the strings with my thumb. That's quite unusual in itself. So I was always using the thumb to pick a note. And then these two fingers, my middle finger and my ring finger, which are your two strongest fingers, are together. They're kind of like one super finger. So in this exercise or this concept, they're together. After we strike a string with the thumb, there's a nice little kind of breathing spot there on the guitar. You saw then I bent, so you can still bend a note. And you can even do double notes. That was a triplet. So if you think of a rhythm like writing it out on note paper, say you've got a bar of 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all we're doing is going, divide it into 4, we're going guitar, hit, guitar, hit, guitar, hit, guitar, hit. At its easiest, that would be single notes. Guitar, hit, guitar, well, it's actually a lot faster. Guitar, hit, guitar, hit, guitar, hit. But if you're a bit more advanced, you can put 2 notes in each. So that's the first concept that I wanted to show you today. I hope that made some sense. I made a few little mistakes on my playing there, so it means I have to go and practice it, which I promise you I will do. But at least hopefully that concept has come through, that you can play a note, hit the guitar, make a little drum beat for yourself, just with your hands and your tapping foot, you can make a drum beat, so that's pretty cool. The second one's a bit more advanced, but you should be able to do it, and it might open some doors for you even if you decide not to do exactly this. So let me play quickly. This is like part 2 of the lesson. So all I'm doing there is playing a lick and then striking the strings quite forcefully. I'm muting them. When I mute, I've actually got 1, 2, 3, and even a little bit of my pinky. 3 full finger mutes, although that one's not on the 6th string. So let's be, okay, if you want to be specific, two of my fingers are barring all 6 strings. That one's barring 5, and that one's only touching 1 or 2 strings. But the point is really muting all 6 strings with quite a lot of force and hitting quite hard with the right hand. And I'm going like playing an A minor pentatonically. So I think the timing is like 1 and a 2 and a 3, hit. 1 and a 2 and a 3, hit. 1 and 2 and 3 and hit. And 1 and 2 and 3 and hit. I think that's the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and hit. And 1 and 2 and 3 and hit. And 1 and 2 and 3 and hit. If I'm counting that rhythm wrong, please forgive me. And if someone's smarter than me at rhythms, write in the comments if I've got it wrong. I'm not quite sure if I do or not. But any blues player worth their salt should be able to pick up by ear the concept here. Now the reason this percussive playing can be so effective is two main reasons. One is obviously just simply the sound. It's kind of a cool sound to something that sounds a bit like a drum or a hitting rather than a melodic note, which is also quite unusual to hear from a guitar, so it's cool to do that. But the second reason I think this style of playing is useful and important is because the fact that you're dividing your rhythm and then playing that hit means that each lick that you play, divided by that muted hit, is kind of its own little piece of music. It's like a punctuation mark. So sometimes there can be a tendency when you're playing lead guitar and when I'm doing these videos, you just blabber on and on. So you might just keep on going. We see this all the time. People soloing, they don't stop for a breath. They don't let the music breathe. There's not much shape to what they're playing. They're just kind of constantly noodling and playing. But by introducing that mute, we're introducing a stop in our licks, in our vocabulary, and we're forcing ourselves to play something that's got a little bit more of melodic shape, hopefully a bit more to the point and a little bit more interesting. So I hope that lesson in some small way helped you today. I thank you very much for following the channel, for watching this video. I thank you for playing the guitar. And now it's time to turn off YouTube, pick up your instrument and do some practice, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Thank you so much.